this video, guys, we're going to do a little project here. We've got a little modification going on to the new B2601. So here at my place for snow removal, I've got kind of a unique situation. I have both blacktop and gravel. And so the blade on my new tractor here, the rear blade, is all steel. And that's going to tear up my asphalt. So I've got this plastic blade to install on the rear blade. So stay with us here and we'll show you how to do that.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Dave from Timber Time Outdoors. Actually, we're indoors today because it's frightfully cold outside and we need to modify this tractor so that we can remove some snow. So, pretty straightforward video here. Basically gonna take off the old steel blade that we would use on gravel and dirt, and we're gonna install the new plastic blade. So we're gonna drill some holes and put the bolts back in. So pretty straightforward video. We'll kind of talk through that process, see what tools you need. So thanks for watching, guys, and let's get to it. All right, we are looking down the profile of the blade here. So here's the plow blade. This is the metal insert, basically for gravel and dirt. So we're going to take this off, and then this is the new plastic blade. And I know it's not exactly the same size, but it shouldn't matter. You can see that angle right there is pretty close to that angle. And you know, it's going to sit in here, and we'll bolt it up. And that way this can kind of wear down and take the shape of the, you know, the ground and won't damage the asphalt. So pretty straightforward project. My dealer basically tipped me off on this, and it's a local company. Gave them a call and they shipped it out. I had it here in a couple days. I'll list the company in the description. I'm not sure if they'll ship nationwide. I live pretty close, so they shipped it to me by courier, but worth a phone call. Wasn't too bad. I think it was like 160 bucks. So let's get after it. Okay, going along the back of the blade here, you can see we've got 3 bolts there, 3 bolts there, and I think there might be one in the center. Let's see here. Yep, one in the center. So let's figure out how to get to that one. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, you know, drill the holes in this piece, measure carefully, and then I'll have to do some countersinking. So probably an hour's worth of work here, but not too bad. Okay, 24 millimeter socket, and I'm just using a torque wrench breaker bar. These aren't actually on here very hard, so should be pretty straightforward. All right, let's carefully take the blade off. Probably should have gloves on. There we go. All right. All right, guys. Problem number 1. So, it's got a broach in there that holds the nut. So I'm not going to be able to do that with the tools I have. So I'm going to have to go get some new bolts. So basically there's a square that holds one side of the bolt. Hopefully you can see that there. I'll show you the bolts here. Get some better light. So one side of this bolt here, oops, sorry about that, is flat on that side, so you know things don't catch on it, but I don't have a way to put that square into that plastic to keep this from turning, so I'm gonna have to go buy some hardware. So off to the store we go. 1 hour project just turned into 5. All right, there's seven bolts and nuts there. Notice these 3 are a little bit taller. I have to measure them, but it must be thicker in the middle. Show you that. So this is just one thickness, and we got 2 here. So it looks like I'm going to need about 1.5 inches, maybe 1 inch here, 1.5 inches. I'll get them measured up. So let's head off to the store. All right, we're back from the hardware store. Just basically went with 5/8 bolts, washers, lock washer, and nut. You can see I got the 3 longer ones, 4 shorter ones. And I went quite a bit longer, mainly because that green plastic is about 3/4 thick. And the washers and lock nuts add some material, and I didn't want to be short, so I think I got 2.5 inches long there and 2 inches long here. And these here are like 1.5 inches and 1.75 maybe. So it isn't going to look all that good, I don't think, but good enough for snow. So let's get it laid out and we'll get some holes drilled. All right, sorry for the bad lighting here, but I've got it clamped up so that I can mark the holes. A little bit better look at it there. I think it's going to work pretty good, except for the green color. I might have to paint it. I don't know if my OCD is going to allow it. We'll see. Too bad I don't have a John Deere, right? No, I can't do that because I'm a Viking fan and John Deere's are Packer colors. Pretty stupid, huh? But anyways. All right, let's get it marked and drilled. All right, I got my holes lined out. All right, we're getting ready to drill here. 11/16 bit. Just a little bit bigger than the bolts, are 5/8. So hopefully I'm precise enough on these hole locations, so otherwise I'll have to bore them out a little bit, but we're gonna give it a go. Drill's really easy. All right, let's get her bolted on. All right, let's see how I did on the drill locations here. We'll get some more bolts put in. So far, so good. Washer, lock washer, nut. Doesn't look as pretty as the factory one, but I think it'll be plenty functional. All right, we'll just get them tightened down and be all set. All right, last bolt. Pretty easy. Would have took me an hour had I had the right hardware. You know, if you were super savvy, I think you could make this a reversible blade. In other words, make it two-sided, kind of like the factory one is. I'll show you some pictures of that. I'm not going to do that. I just made it a little extra, give it a little extra length. So here's what I mean by two-sided. You know, this is steel, so it's not going to wear down, but you know, you can flip this thing over and use both edges. You could probably do that here, but then, you know, I think the plastic's going to wear down so much, so I didn't make it that way. I gave myself a good 3 or 4 inches of wear. You know, I'm not going to do this professionally. It's just for my house, and this will last me a lifetime. So, you know, other than the green color, I think it turned out pretty darn good. So snow coming in tomorrow, hopefully we'll be able to give it a try. And then the other thing I was going to do, they're not here yet, but I'm going to add some edge tamers to the bucket. So I'm kind of going Cheap Charlie snow removal here. Rear blade, multifunctional piece of equipment. Bucket comes with the unit, and you know, so maybe someday we'll do a blower, but that's what I got going. So stay tuned for future videos on snow removal. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. That's the install of the plastic blade to protect the driveway. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button, please. It really helps me out. If you like this kind of content, you know how to subscribe and send this to your friends. So you guys, you know what I always say, keep it in the timber. Sometimes you got to keep it in the garage. We'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.